Archangel Michael says you are not reading this by accident. You are one of the very few chosen to see this before the time runs out. The next 19 minutes will reveal something that was kept from you since the moment of your birth. Heaven has intercepted a message meant to destroy your path forever. The person you least expect has triggered something in the spiritual realm. A transaction, a betrayal, and a name are all involved. Your name has been whispered in a room you've never entered, by someone you once trusted. The consequences of that whisper are now making their way toward your door. But you still have time, just barely. You were kept alive through heartbreaks, accidents, near-fatal decisions for this moment. A decision you are about to make will either save your future or bury it deeper into their plan. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The energy around you has shifted without your awareness. You've been feeling heavier, more anxious, and lately, unable to explain why your sleep feels like a battlefield. This is not random. This is surveillance. Your name was spoken during a midnight exchange. Someone you've shared your secrets with has repackaged them and passed them on. And now, they've planted a conversation about you that will soon be acted on. A person with three faces, one of a friend, one of a helper, and one of a liar, is circling your current reality. They have tested your patience. They've monitored your movements. And now, they are ready to make their final move. But before they can strike, this message had to reach you. And it did, just in time. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Last night, a decision was made. It wasn't written down, but it was agreed upon. The moment you gave your kindness to the wrong person, they took it as permission. They began to design a scenario where you would be the one blamed. They're planning to walk away with everything you were meant to receive. A sum of money. A rare opportunity. A love that once had your name written on it. That opportunity is still hovering, but only for 19 minutes more. After that, it will be handed off, stolen spiritually, and disguised so you never recognize it again. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You keep wondering why you're being delayed. Why doors open halfway but never fully swing in your favor. That is not coincidence. That is spiritual interference caused by someone who mimics your energy and mirrors your movements. They've copied your style. They've learned your patterns. And they are trying to convince others that they were always the one who deserved your blessing. But their cover is about to be exposed. This message is the flame that will burn through their disguise. And now, heaven needs you to act in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 666. This is a divine investigation, and you are the key witness. Everything is happening so fast because the spiritual realm has initiated a countdown. You're at the center of it, because your heart is still pure. Do not be deceived by their sudden kindness. Do not fall for their unexpected attention. These are only distractions to make you drop your guard before the final strike. Archangel Michael says this is the final warning before the shift becomes irreversible. The person watching you is no longer hiding. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The dream you had last week, that moment of darkness, the voice calling your name, the feeling that something was standing over you, was real. That was a spiritual imprint left behind by someone who visited your aura with bad intention. They tried to insert fear into your spirit. They tried to weaken your boundaries. But your inner warrior refused to collapse. Now, the shadow they sent has bounced back. But their next move will be physical. A phone call. A visit. A conversation disguised as casual but designed to extract your energy. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You've been too silent. And your silence has confused your enemy. They were expecting a breakdown, not a breakthrough. They are watching from a distance, hoping you'll destroy yourself before they have to act. But your resilience has terrified them. Your ability to survive what they sent your way has made them nervous. So now, they're rushing. The 19-minute countdown isn't just for drama, it's for decision. Either you step into the truth, or the truth will collapse under the weight of lies being spread in your name. Type Amen to get blessing 999. This person carries guilt in their smile. They say the right things but their hands are not clean. They have touched your destiny with dirty intentions. Their jealousy started when you shared your good news with them. Their hatred grew when you forgave them too easily. Now, they want to take what was always meant to belong to you. Heaven is revealing their identity through symbols. Pay attention: numbers, colors, repeated names, nothing is random. Type Amen to get blessing 111. If you've been seeing the same time again and again, like 1111, 222, or 444, it's because the spiritual realm has been trying to reach you. This moment right now is that connection being sealed. Your angel team is standing around you. They're protecting your name, rewriting your outcome, and redirecting the path of someone who wanted to erase you. Archangel Michael says the lie spoken about you is being unraveled now. The tongue that poisoned your future is being silenced. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They know what they did. But they don't think you know. That's their first mistake. Their second mistake is thinking the universe will protect them just because they apologized secretly to themselves. They haven't made things right, and that's why your spirit hasn't felt at peace. Their third and final mistake is believing they still have time. But time is up. You were not supposed to survive what they sent, but you did. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. There is a person who prays for you when you're not around. That's the one heaven is sending next. But before they arrive, the counterfeit must be removed. You are in a clearing season. The shaking you feel is your past being evicted from your energy field. This is why you've been more tired, more impatient, and more withdrawn. Your soul is finally recognizing who was never meant to be with you after all. And now, their exit is being scheduled by divine order. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Do not speak too much. Your next move must be sacred. Move in silence. The blessing is coming in a strange way. It won't look like what you expected, but it will carry the same power. It may arrive as a warning, a shift, or an exit, but it will deliver freedom. The money that was withheld, the love that was delayed, the opportunity that was rerouted, all of it is circling back in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Archangel Michael says your survival has irritated the wrong spirits. That's why they've tried to re-enter your life with sweetness. But you must remember, anyone who hurt you and smiled is not safe. Anyone who betrayed you and laughed is not loyal. Anyone who disappeared during your hardest season is not returning for love. They see what you're about to step into. And now they want to pretend they always believed in you. Type Amen to get blessing 404. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are hidden on purpose. Covered until the right moment. Separated so your growth could not be infected. And now, the right eyes are being directed to your path. Someone powerful, someone watching, someone with access, is about to change your future. Type Amen to get blessing 818. If your heart is beating faster while reading this, it means your soul is receiving the alert. Your higher self already knows what's happening. That sick feeling you had last week. That headache out of nowhere. That sudden fear in the middle of peace. Those were spiritual downloads. You are sensitive because you are gifted. And gifted people are always targeted by the envious ones. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You may not know this, but the night you cried yourself to sleep, someone smiled in satisfaction. They believed their plan worked. They believed you were broken beyond repair. But what they didn't know is that heaven planted a shield inside your pain. A divine pulse that kept you alive when you were ready to give up. And now, that same shield has activated, again. Type Amen to get blessing 515. The clock is ticking not just for you, but for them. For every tear you shed, karma is preparing a mirror. For every lie they told, justice is collecting receipts. And for every piece of energy they stole, your angels are preparing to return it with interest. Right now, someone is regretting what they did. But they won't tell you. Instead, they'll try to get close, acting like nothing ever happened. That's when you must remember this moment. This message. This warning. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The person you're thinking of as you read this, yes, that one, is hiding something you felt in your gut but didn't want to believe. They underestimated your silence. They misjudged your patience. They never thought you would figure it out. But your spirit always knew. And now, the time to act has arrived. This is no longer a matter of emotion, it is a matter of purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 707. Your purpose is under attack because of how powerful it truly is. People didn't envy your results, they envied your potential. They saw something in you that even you forgot was there. That's why their betrayal felt like a knife. It wasn't personal, it was spiritual. They wanted access to your light, but when they couldn't contain it, they tried to destroy it. But they couldn't. And now, they're scared. Type Amen to get blessing 303. This fear they carry isn't guilt, it's exposure. They know it's only a matter of time before everyone sees the truth. They know heaven is pulling the curtain back on everything. The one who pretended to protect you was the one who planned your fall. The one who always asked about your next step, was the one trying to block it behind your back. Archangel Michael says your silence is about to become the loudest sound in the room. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. The shift happening around you will not be comfortable. People will walk away. Conversations will stop suddenly. Opportunities may even delay briefly. But it's not rejection, it's redirection. You're being moved to where the snakes can't follow. You're being hidden in plain sight while heaven finishes preparing your reward. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. Type Amen to get blessing 929. Don't be surprised when the ones you trusted begin to act strange. Their soul recognizes that your spirit no longer trusts them. And that unsettles them. Your growth is making their mask itch. Your peace is exposing their chaos. Your clarity is destroying their control. That's why you feel tension in the air around them. Your spirit is rejecting what your heart once tolerated. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. You may not feel strong, but strength is not about energy, it's about endurance. And you, my child, have endured everything they sent without collapsing. You are divinely backed. You are being watched over even when you feel alone. Archangel Michael says your name has been spoken in angelic realms. A decision has already been made. They cannot block what is coming next. Type Amen to get blessing 4044. There is a man, silent and unknown to you right now, watching you from afar. Not in fear, not in obsession, but in admiration. He sees what others overlooked. He hears the frequency of your soul. And soon, he will step forward, not as a stranger, but as the key to unlock the chapter you've been waiting for. But first, the false ones must exit. Type Amen to get blessing 747. There is no blessing in pretending you didn't feel what you felt. Trust your inner warning. That moment you paused, that time your stomach dropped when someone spoke, that wasn't anxiety. That was divine protection. Your spirit can hear what their mouth won't say. Your soul can read the vibration underneath their compliments. Archangel Michael says, it's not paranoia. It's prophecy. Type Amen to get blessing 383. When you were at your lowest, remember who was absent. Who went silent. Who watched you struggle and didn't extend a hand. Because now that you're rising again, they will try to return, but not to support you. They will come to siphon your success. To study your strength. To replicate what they once ignored. But heaven has placed a seal over your blessings. Type Amen to get blessing 919. This seal cannot be broken by envy. It cannot be hacked by manipulation. It will not be given to those with dirty hearts. Only you can unlock it. And only you will carry what's coming next. But with it, comes responsibility. You must guard your light. You must stay alert. And you must not fall for old illusions dressed in new outfits. Type Amen to get blessing 121. What you thought was the end of something was really the beginning of your becoming. That heartbreak cracked your shell. That betrayal exposed your power. And now, you are more dangerous to the enemy than ever before. Because you know how to rise without revenge. You know how to stay silent and let God speak through results. And results are coming. Type Amen to get blessing 656. That phone call you've been waiting for. That opportunity you thought missed you? It's coming around again. Because it was delayed. Not denied. The one who blocked it is now being blocked. And the person who tried to claim your favor is now under spiritual correction. Your name is being written again, this time in rooms you belong in. Type Amen to get blessing 411. The energy has shifted because your spirit has matured. You are not triggered the same. You do not chase validation. And that has shifted your entire vibration. People feel it. And they are intimidated. They can't figure out what changed, but your silence says everything. You are no longer who they thought you were. And that scares them. Type Amen to get blessing 171. Someone from your past is preparing to test your growth. They want to know if the door is still open. But this time, you must be wise. They'll come with stories. With apologies. With softened tones. But their heart has not healed, and their intention remains the same. Do not be deceived by familiarity. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. This is the moment where your boundaries must speak louder than your emotions. Where your wisdom must lead before your heart. You've already learned the lesson. There's no need to repeat it. The price was too high the first time. Now, you must protect your new peace like it's your final breath. Because it just might be. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. You are being watched, not just by those in this world, but by those in realms unseen. Archangel Michael says this is the hour where spiritual sight matters more than physical vision. What you see in your heart is more accurate than what you hear in their words. Do not ignore what keeps pulling at your spirit. That unease. That hesitation. That sudden moment of silence when their name comes up. It's not coincidence. It's confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 7272. You are walking into a season where silence will be your greatest shield. Speak less. Observe more. Move wisely. They are studying your routine, but they cannot access your thoughts. They are mimicking your steps, but they cannot copy your soul. They are planning your downfall, but heaven is laughing at their attempt. Because you've already been marked for breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 343. The thing that hurt you the most, the betrayal, the heartbreak, the abandonment, it didn't break you. It carved a new path inside your soul. A doorway for deeper wisdom. A tunnel to a higher level of spiritual awareness. You don't even react the same anymore. That's not numbness. That's evolution. You've outgrown the version of yourself that tolerated less than you deserved. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. You are not who they remember. And you are not who they hoped you'd remain. You are more powerful. More focused. More dangerous to their false narratives. Now, they are scared. Not because you'll fight back, but because you won't need to. Heaven has taken over your battle. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The one who laughed at your tears is now crying silently behind closed doors. The one who counted you out is now counting the days since they lost access to you. The one who said you'd never recover is watching you rebuild silently, divinely, and unshakably. They thought they buried you. But they didn't realize you were a seed. And now, you're rising. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. A powerful opportunity is coming. But it will come wrapped in a moment that feels like chaos. A sudden change. A job shift. A breakup. A relocation. Don't panic. That is the packaging. The gift is hidden inside it. You won't recognize it at first, but your soul will smile the moment it touches you. Type Amen to get blessing 242. Heaven is not sending you comfort. Heaven is sending you clarity. Because clarity will lead to power, and comfort will only keep you stuck. You're not being punished. You're being prioritized. The confusion was necessary. Now the fog is lifting. And what you're about to see will change the way you love, trust, and choose forever. Type Amen to get blessing 626. The truth is about to hit hard. A person you once protected will be exposed for their real intentions. But don't let it break you. Let it build you. This is divine revelation. This is the final uncovering before your new level begins. This is the truth that will burn the last bridges you were too afraid to walk away from. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Someone has been tracking your energy. They feel your glow increasing and it's suffocating their darkness. They can no longer control the version of you they tried to manipulate. So they are panicking, plotting, and trying to return. Block the access. Deny the entry. Lock the gates. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. There is someone new entering your life. But they are not just coming with attention. They're coming with alignment. They will not need to be chased. They will not drain you. They will not confuse you. Their presence will feel like peace, uninterrupted and pure. But first, heaven must finish removing the counterfeit soul ties. Type Amen to get blessing 858. The trauma was never your fault. But healing is now your responsibility. And you're doing it. Whether you feel it or not, your spirit is already 10 steps ahead. Your glow is coming back. Your dreams are making sense again. Your intuition is louder than your overthinking. That's the sign, you're no longer surviving. You're starting to live. Type Amen to get blessing 606. The enemy's final move will be desperation. They'll come with offers, temptations, fake apologies, and sudden kindness. But remember what they did when they thought you had nothing. Remember how they treated you when they believed no one was watching. That's the real them. And they don't deserve a seat in your rebirth. You are rising. Alone, if needed, but never without protection. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. A miracle is forming with your name on it. A sum of money. A restoration of love. An unexplainable opportunity. A divine encounter. And it's coming in silence. No big announcement. No fireworks. Just divine favor showing up unexpectedly. But those who doubted you will know, it was always meant for you. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Archangel Michael says, there's nothing more dangerous than a chosen soul who finally knows who they are. And that's you now. You've wept. You've waited. You've walked alone. And now, you walk in wisdom. You no longer fight for a seat at tables built by traitors. You build your own. With peace as the foundation. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Don't explain yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Don't give closure to people who ran from your honesty. Don't expect truth from lips that were trained to lie. Your silence is sacred now. Your energy is elite. And your boundaries are holy. What they broke in you, only built what God needed in you. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. The next 7 days are under surveillance by higher forces. Nothing you do will go unnoticed, because this is the final test. Everything you touch, everyone you meet, and even the words you speak will be echoed in your future. That's why the attacks are coming faster. That's why your energy suddenly feels drained. Because a breakthrough this big attracts a battle that loud. Stay alert. Stay silent. Stay centered. Type Amen to get blessing 7878. Your peace isn't weak. It's power. And someone close to you hates that you're unbothered by what used to destroy you. They sent drama. You didn't bite. They provoked emotions. You stayed calm. And that enraged them more than your success ever could. Because peace is the revenge they never prepared for. Type Amen to get blessing 939. You used to seek explanations. Now, you accept energy. You used to overthink. Now, you outgrow. The person you were 6 months ago wouldn't recognize the version of you that's awakening now. You are no longer hoping they come back. You are hoping they heal and stay away. That is called divine emotional intelligence. Type Amen to get blessing 484. The person who hurt you is now living with the shadow of what they did. Every moment they remember you, they feel both longing and shame. Not because they lost you, but because they mishandled someone sent to them by the divine. And now, their new connections feel shallow. Their joy feels counterfeit. Because the authentic one, you, was pushed away. Type Amen to get blessing 7373. Archangel Michael says, the ones who mocked your silence will soon be silenced by your glow. They laughed when you walked away. Now they stare when you walk in. You have mastered the art of detachment. You don't chase, you attract. You don't fight for attention, you command presence. This is spiritual confidence. And it cannot be bought. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. They stole from you spiritually. They gossiped in shadows. They painted you in colors that never existed. But truth doesn't stay buried. And lies eventually rot. Heaven has set fire to every tongue that spoke curses behind your back. And the ash left behind will be the proof. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Someone is watching your online presence right now. Replaying your videos. Reading your posts. Looking for signs that you've moved on. They won't say it. But their soul is screaming. They want another chance, but their pride won't let them admit what they lost. And that silence will haunt them for a lifetime. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. You are not just attracting attention. You're attracting spiritual contracts. Someone will be sent to bless you in secret. A conversation that turns into a calling. A text message that opens a portal. A connection that feels like home, because it was written. But beware, the fake ones will show up first. Type Amen to get blessing 202. They'll come bearing gifts, false apologies, sudden care. But look deeper. Their hands are not clean. Heaven will send signs, glitches in the pattern, things that don't add up, repetition in their lies. Don't ignore it. Because this time, if you fall for the fake again, the cost will be spiritual silence. Type Amen to get blessing 3636. The most dangerous person isn't the loud enemy, it's the silent pretender. The one who sits beside you, compliments you, and quietly plots behind the veil. You've entertained too many energies who fed off your kindness but gave nothing in return. That cycle ends now. The angels have drawn a line in the sand. Type Amen to get blessing 585. The fake support, the empty claps, the forced smiles, are being removed. You won't even have to say a word. Watch as the wrong ones begin to fumble their own exits. They'll say, "You've changed." That's because you have. You're finally aligned with who you were born to be. The version of you that no longer needs their approval. Type Amen to get blessing 6767. Your destiny requires fewer people and more purpose. You don't need 100 cheerleaders. You need one clear sign from God. And this message is it. You were not left behind. You were set apart. Not punished, prepared. Your delay was divine protection in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 191. Soon, a call will come. It won't be from a friend. It won't be from a lover. It'll be from destiny itself. You'll feel it in your bones. It will interrupt your fear. And you'll know, this is the thing they tried to block. This is the blessing they swore you'd never reach. And it's still yours. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. There is a door with your name etched in gold. But it won't open with noise. It won't respond to complaints. It's a spiritual door, and only your healed self holds the key. That's why you had to suffer. That's why they had to leave. That's why you had to cry in silence. Because strength was being built in the shadows. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. You may not realize it yet, but someone is trembling right now because they know, you found out. The energy you've been sending out has shifted. You're no longer confused. You're no longer searching for who hurt you. You've already seen their face in your visions. They sense it. Their spirit is restless. They feel the wall of truth closing in around them. And now, they're running out of time. Type Amen to get blessing 7575. This person is about to approach you with a sudden offer. They will use sweet words. They will pretend like nothing ever happened. But in their silence, they screamed the loudest. They watched you suffer. They watched you crawl in spiritual pain. And when you needed help, they shut every door in your face. Now they want access again, not to love you, but to drain you. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They think you forgot. But your soul didn't. Your dreams still replay the betrayal. Your spirit still shivers when their name echoes in the background. But don't get revenge. You don't need to expose them. Heaven is already setting the stage. This time, the truth will reveal itself publicly. Type Amen to get blessing 949. You will receive a message soon, a text, a phone call, maybe even a casual hello on the street. But behind it will be the intention to monitor your light. Smile. But say nothing. Let them wonder how much you know. Let them drown in the silence of their guilt. Because once you respond, you invite them back in. And you're too elevated now to descend again. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. There's a reason you've been isolated lately. A reason certain people disappeared. A reason why even your favorite things began to feel unfamiliar. It's not depression. It's realignment. You are being rebooted spiritually, reset emotionally, and recalibrated for your true calling. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Do not fear the loneliness, it is the loudest place where your angels can speak. They've been whispering all along. But now, they're about to speak loudly through your reality. You will start noticing strange shifts, delayed calls, unexpected cancellations, faces showing you who they are. Don't panic. It's divine timing. Archangel Michael says, what is leaving you now is making space for what will never leave again. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. You are entering the realm of divine revenge, but it won't look like pain. It will look like peace. They will see you smiling, glowing, rising, and that will be their biggest punishment. They will sit beside people who only speak of your elevation. They will scroll past your name as the world celebrates what heaven already knew. This is your harvest. And it's only just beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 9292. If you feel tired, it's because you've been fighting invisible battles. The kind that don't show up in conversations. The kind that people laugh off as just overthinking. But you are not crazy. You are not dramatic. You are not emotional. You are gifted, and the enemy knows it. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. When they sent doubt, you responded with silence. When they sent chaos, you built peace. When they mocked your pain, you used it as fuel. That's why you're still here. That's why your name is still rising. That's why no curse, no gossip, no lie could hold you. Because your name was written in the book of the unbreakable. Type Amen to get blessing 8080. There's someone who thinks they still have access to your destiny. But what they don't know is, your story has already shifted realms. What was written before has been rewritten. The doors they tried to shut are opening again, this time for you alone. The love they tried to steal is circling back. The blessing they attempted to sabotage is now growing under divine light. And they cannot stop it anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 505. This is why they've grown silent. They don't know what to say now. Because they never expected you to rise. They called you delusional. They mocked your faith. But you kept praying. You kept believing. You kept walking, through hellfire and heartbreak, and now you've arrived. And heaven is about to reward your walk. Type Amen to get blessing 6262. Do not return to what broke you. No matter how nice it looks now. No matter how much it smiles or sparkles or promises change. If it cost you your peace, it was too expensive. If it drained your light, it never deserved you. If it betrayed you once, it will betray you again. Unless it has been transformed by divine fire. Type Amen to get blessing 131. Your name is protected now. Covered by divine armor. You will notice their words no longer sting. Their actions no longer matter. You've outgrown the traps they laid for you. You've outlived the versions of yourself they tried to break. Now, they don't recognize the new you. And that confuses them. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Your glow is not just beauty, it's survival. It's what it looks like to rebuild from nothing. It's what it looks like to walk through pain and still believe. You are proof that divine favor is real. That no enemy can cancel what God has confirmed. That no lie can hold back what is already spiritually released. And your next blessing is undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Someone who secretly competed with you is about to lose access to something they thought was meant for them. They laughed when you were silent. But your silence planted power. Now, what they mocked will become your crown. What they attempted to sabotage will become your stage. You don't need revenge. Their karma has already clocked in. Type Amen to get blessing 3033.